Unless...
Which locks Brewmaster into being a 3 as well.
Yeah, there's weirdly a chance, alright? But
5 seconds remaining.
Core Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, I mean, there's this guy in RD2L who runs mid Wyvern and owns with it, but I mean, that's obviously a significantly lower skill level than this.
Yeah, that is AD2L, so comparison...
RD2L.
Oh, RD2L, that's even worse!
that's better than AD2L.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so what do you think is going to be the last pick for Thunder Predator? What are they lacking right now? Right now they have a lot of early game between Brewmaster and Leshrac.
Hang on. I'm being told we have to do a new intro.
We have to what?
We have to do a new intro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hello everybody and welcome to some more glorious Dota 2 action in the MDL Disney Paris Major. I am your play-by-play caster PartyPetee, brought to you by not the god and guy who sits in Sulfuron's helm, Satan.
What's going on, everybody? Round 2.
Yes, we had to do a reintroduction due to the fact that we have now transferred over to BTS1. So hello BTS1 people, I hope you thoroughly enjoy our cast, as this is for us at least, this is our last set of games for today, our last series, Thunder Predator versus G-Pride. Whoever loses will be exiled from this land, and whoever wins will continue through the lower bracket, as a lot of people call it, the suicide bracket. But we've already got a lot of picks and bans already thrown out here. We were already running through them, but now we are redoing the re-intro. So look at all these fancy bans. Look at all these fancy picks.
Thunder Predator, I'm pretty sure they picked Sven earlier 3 times today. Oracle, obviously common. Leshrac common. Ember common. You know, nothing crazy here. Brewmaster, very common.
Yeah, the Brewmaster is more common, I think. In my opinion, I usually see that Brewmaster picked up more around the second phase, not really a first phase pickup there. But some people, they just really want it, so. But, yeah, so we're switched over now, yeah?
Do you remember if this is the team that was getting Brood banned against them, or was that Pacific?
That was Pacific.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Pacific was the one that got banned immensely against Chaos. So they moved on from that, and we're in... Well, Pacific is gone. I really want to know if they actually let Brood get through on one of those games between Pacific and G-Pride. Maybe I'll look at that later.
That's something I'm going to have to look into.
Yeah, because clearly we might actually see these people, we might see Pacific again in the future if they manage to make it through the qualifiers. It's not like there's another qualifier literally right around the corner. So, with that being said, we're looking at our mids as the last pickup here for G-Pride, unless, oh wait, no we're not. This is they banned Ursa, unless you run mid-Ursa. So, they pick up the... Why did I say mid-Ursa? Why did I say that?
I don't know. You've got big scary ghost lady.
I do like seeing Death Prophet, actually. I've like talked about being like, oh, Death Prophet's a great situational pickup against very specific mids, which I think in this scenario, if they were to run Leshrac mid, then they're good to go. But if they're not gonna run Leshrac mid, there's also this hero that has a silence, that has slow, that can siege down towers. It's basically like if you picked a Shadow Shaman as a support. He's got all this utility, but it's heavy cooldown. So that's basically like Death Prophet. Heavy utility with, like, okay-ish cooldowns, actually.
Right, and this team has no real tower hitter, so that should help with that issue of having no core that really hits towers between Ember Spirit and Brewmaster. I mean, I guess Brew ult does have the extra damage on towers with the Earth Panda, but everything else kind of trash.
Alright, it's official. We're not on ETS2 anymore. Don't know why I keep on mentioning that, but 40 seconds left on Predator's last pick here. It's obvious that they want to look for a mid, but there's a chance that they run this Lesh mid instead and pick a different position for. Because this is definitely a core Sven at this point. This will be the Draga Sven again.
You think this will be Draken, or you think this will be a Toon playing carry Sven? Probably carry Sven, right?
Or, yeah, not Dragon, the Toon. What I meant to say. It's not Chaos versus Pacific. That happened a long time ago, friends. Lena. So, mid Lena versus Death Prophet. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I like
pretty solid matchup.
Yeah, so it is the Attune, Sven. So 4 Lesh, 5 Rubik, or 4 Rubik, 5 Lesh. It could be either way. It's not great. Played 4 Rubik, 5 Lesh, but, you know, it could happen.
Right. So what are your thoughts on these drafts? What's your favorite right now?
Well, being a Rubik spammer myself, I like Rubik. But we've already seen Thunder Predator do Rubik, and it didn't help them too much in that game. There's a lot of good spells in this game for them to steal, but none of those good spells are, like, awesome disables. But that being said, G-Pride doesn't have awesome disables. So...
Yeah, this is a matchup that I love to play as a Wyvern, though. Just the Wyvern into Beastmaster is just like, I mean, if this is a Necronomicon build, which it most of the time is, like, it's just like a free kill on any hero because you just get wrecked by your own summons.
Yeah.
Feels very bad to be a Beastmaster in that matchup.
So then you're putting thoughts and thanks on G-Pride in this game?
I think I like G-Pride's draft. I think the Death Prophet makes it kind of weird. You know, it's a weird hero to play around. But I think overall I still like them better. You know, they have the Oracle save, they have the Wyvern save, they have a lot of save, they have a lot of high ground with the Wyvern, Splinter Blast, and ult, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on G-Pride that I think is good to go for that one. So kind. I am not a kind caster. Don't get that thought in your head, friends. With that being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1 between Thunder Predator G-Pride. I stuttered for a second there. Let's go ahead and talk about who is where, who, what's who, and all that other stuff. We have Rubik on the side of Thunder Predator. Thunder Predator. Thunder Predator on the side of the Radiant. Matthew will be the Rubik. Following that, Leshrac will be played by Prada. Draken will be the Lena in the mid. Sven will be a Toon. And Frank will be the good old Beast Master.
On the side of Gorrilaz-Pride, we have Mr. Slotin on the Wyvern. We have Benjaz on the Brewmaster, assuming the offlane. Ember Spirit, played by Madara. Oracle, played by Ryzen. And Death Prophet, played by Robo-Z.
Robo-Z, Robos. Robaz?
30 seconds to
No,
battle.
okay.
So did they get this? Did they scout this ward with the boar over here?
They did, yeah.
Did he see him play?
Actually, I think if I look at the
Oh,
timer
Oracle
here-
found that one. That's nice to see.
Yeah, so they are, he gets a free boar and he gets a ward. That's some money right there. He's got 165.
Immediate vision advantage for the Dire as well.
The battle begins.
Looks like the ruins will be a 2-2 even grab. Nothing too crazy happening, excluding a free ward kill and a dead boar. So,
How do you think Beastmaster can handle this solo safe or solo offlane? Excuse me. I don't think that's. I think that's kind of hard lane to be in, right?
yeah, it's oh no, I'm getting slammed in chat. I'm better say. Why do I have a noise gate? Trust me, you don't want. I do think this. Well, now it looks like it's not solo offlane. I think they understood. There's no way they can actually solo offlane this.
Another Ruby came up here now. Oh, this is the guy who likes to sit in mid and wait for courier. It looks like he didn't do it that game though, or this game.
So, no one's dead yet. This is a very good first assessment in the game. I mean, in comparison, we've seen a lot of games like this one just start out immediately and somebody is dead within like the first minute. There was an obscure silence, alright? I had to say something.
I think that's happened in all of our games so far. Is just someone dying in like the first like 45 seconds or on the first bounty or something like.
Well, I mean, I guess in this scenario, this game is life and death for these teams. Not really death, but more life.
Yeah, that's for sure. It looks like something's going on with the Leshrac bottom lane, though. It looks like that man might go down.
He's in a bit of trouble here. He's getting clicked down, tried to salve, won't save him. And he's just being slowly clicked down by Sladen. It's actually really sad.
Yep, feeling that Diabolic Edict nerf.
That's true, actually. It used to do some great damage at one, didn't it? So
Yeah, you just soak the whole thing.
back up in top. Matthew's in a bit of trouble here. Ryzen. Okay, well, we got him with last-minute fortunes. Or no, he didn't, actually. He just clicked him. There's just a lot of damage going on in this game early. Now the kills, you know, I just had to say something. That's literally what happened, right? Atune popping the absorption shield down in bottom, but Sladen is not going to be in a bit. He's fine. He's got a salve. He'll heal up like the good Winter Wyvern he is.
So this mid matchup, it should be it's pretty Lina favored, right? Shouldn't it be?
Crap, I wasn't looking. Oh wow. They bursted him down with Purifying or Fortunes, or one of the two. They used that ability. Sorry, say again? That it shouldn't be so one-sided?
Should be pretty Lina favored, right?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a little bit more Lina favored in this mid lineup here. He's got much more, all of Lina's spells have way better cooldown in comparison to Death Prophet Switch. Grip Swarm, 7-second cooldown, I mean, that's great.
Is he gonna die? Yeah, that's
back up in top. They're going from dark. He's getting pretty close. Well, Frank is gonna pay for it with his life either way, but going down. You see that rotation of Oracle coming in. Level 2 Purifying Flames is prepped and ready. That goes the slow. So this is the only thing that Lina is like really bad at trying to deal with, is that any rotation from any hero, she just can't get anything going there. Plus, I can't remember, is that dispel? Yeah, it's not dispellable, but she had like no stacks of fiery souls, so no attack speed, no move speed. Kind of just whatever for the Lina. So she's very susceptible to ganks, which for G-Pride, they have quite a good set of heroes that can roam and gank early.
Yeah, that Oracle roam is nothing to wag your finger at. Like it goes pretty well if you can get that Fortune's End off without the other team support rotating in, which they didn't bother to do.
See Oracle trying to do it again up in the top lane. He's actually got to be Cliff TZ'd! He's out of there. I mean, it's just, I don't know what else I could have done with that. He got on the cliff, so. Alright, but yeah, back to the mid. It is heavily favored for the Lina if it's just 1v1. But
yeah, even with that gank this DP is just getting, I mean, you just the attack range, the cast range, everything on Lina is just better. It's so hard to lane against that hero.
It's 8 seconds for 235 damage, and at 3 it is 6 seconds at 225 damage. So it's literally like it's the same damage actually. It literally is just by like a 10 difference, but Lina gets Fiery Souls. So in comparison to the Death Prophet not getting an equivalent to Fiery Souls, literally Draken has a much better shot in this mid lane because of like the Fiery Souls existing.
Alright.
So how are we doing? Oh, back up in top. You see a root going out immediately out onto Beastmaster. No shackles for some reason. No searing chain.
It had like a half a second left on cooldown. I think he must have read it.
That's what feels bad, man. So, let's see, what are you looking here for? Tune okay, he's 24-1 to the opposing. Where's this Brewmaster? Oh, never mind. Brewmaster is 24-8 in the off lane. That's pretty bad to see. Frank trying to go for a kill Madara up in the top. Rubik not actually claiming the last hit. And there's going to be a salve going out by Frank. I love the chase animation now when a hero is low, because that actually... Oh, back down in bottom now. Atune getting stunned out. He will be clicked on slowly and surely by Sladen. I did not click on Fight Recap. Get out of there. easy kill for that one there too. So 2 kills on the board, 1-1. I mean, both carries died.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
You know, it's really hard for me to figure out if you're gonna jump into something or not. Just like, I'm trying to lean in here, but I don't know where your catch point is. I'll get it eventually, I will, I promise. Back up and top, lift, out on Madara, it's not gonna do anything. Fade Bolt goes out, still doesn't technically do anything. Flame Guard just enough actually, it's level 3, and that's... Look at the map. Yeah, that's plenty, yeah. It could have defended too.
So it looks like Sven is, I mean, he just ulted to jungle. It looks like he's, I guess, are they trying to get less track levels? It's kind of been a non-factor this game. He hasn't done anything yet in these first 7 minutes.
Yeah, the Flesh also has no items, but let's take a quick check up in top where we see Rising go down, but the double shackles will be there. Not going to find too much else, though. Matthew getting slowly burnt away by Madara. Sleight of Fist will confirm the kill. Did they get... Yeah, they did TP that Beastmaster out, so he's good to go for the time being. But yeah, you know, Flash Track, I want to think they're trying to get him levels. He's literally got no items to show for any sort of anything he's done, despite being a support in this game.
This is the issue when you get people, you get a Leshrac and a Rubik, right? These are both heroes that want items. Like, these aren't heroes that want to be position 6. It's hard to get both of them their items. It's hard to get both of them their levels, but they both need it very badly to be useful.
So there's 3 heroes in the mid, both teams. The Guna Blade goes out immediately out onto Ryzen with like literally no hesitation. Lobos is gonna, oh, they find the double shackles. They bring in at least 1 Ember Spirit Remnant to confirm the kill, and Matthew being chased underneath the tower. He will be going down to the slow insidious burn, and now they're looking to get the jump out onto Frank here. They do have a shack. Well, they do have it, but there's no mana. 8 wand charges, and the roar goes out of the Death Prophet. That ultimate's at half. They will manage to get the kill, actually, and now they're looking for Frank still? Stunned in the back lines. They will at least get the Ember out of there, and Sladden, no ultimate, no TP, no nothing. He's 1 dead with the Wyvern. That's a ×3 killing spree going down as well.
This whole time too, you have this Brew pushing bottom lane. Their off laner has 46 last hits at 9 minutes. He's doing very well.
Yeah, he's not having a hard time, which usually
he's not contested at all.
I think it's because like they're just not really afraid of him. They understand that he's probably just going to go for just standard Brew stuff. But at the same time, really, it's like it's the Sven,
I don't know what
right?
he does.
So. Oh, yeah, God. Sven still has nothing too, so... Hard for them. Back in the mid, though, they are looking to get the kill out onto Death Prophet, trying to get out of the range for the Siphon, though. Does not have any spells. They're looking for getting... yeah, they can't get it through the right clicks. They do manage to drop the stun on the Winter Wyvern just in time. Spell goes out, doesn't dispel. Sven is just trying to farm. Oh my God, he's almost dead. I didn't even see that. How's our Lesh doing? He is a support.
He's around. he's got brown boots now. That's about it. He's level 5.
Alright, looks like the bounty runes will be picked up here. It'll be a 4-0 by the looks of it, actually. No, it'll be a 3-1. I thought I got disconnected for some reason because I saw Robos and Benjaz standing right on top of each other, not moving. I'm like, please, so, not again.
Aside from what tornadoing the Sven or tornadoing the Lina, what does this Brew do this game?
By the looks of it, build Radiance. And
basically put some damage out. It needs a stun, I guess.
There's not a lot of like non-situational based disables out for G-Pride, so it's just a lot of sticking to trying to do that slow insidious damage, and I guess that's the Brewmaster Radiance. Track dropping stun, maybe trying to deny the chance of getting the kill on the tower, and they get the kill on the tower. Yeah, I think in this game it's really just buying a buying Radiance and I guess trying to team fight counteractively, I think that's really what your brew just does this game, which is not a lot, and it's not a great plan to go off of. Back up in top now. We do have the Boot to Travel. It's going to be next for the Ember Spirit, but I've already jumped to the net worth, but let's talk about it anyway. 4.4 out on this Brewmaster, who, as previously discussed, will still be going for Radiance. Now we do see a kill potential back up on top. The ultimate's available for Frank if he wants to get the jump on him. Lift is available as well, and so is Ember Remnants, actually, on other Rubik. They're looking for Sladen. Matthew just jumping as much as he can, and then now he's just dropping him down, and pretty sure this is one dead Winter Wyvern, slowly getting clicked on by the boar and actually dead to Prada. Now we're looking 3 heroes in the mid. Why is this bird still doing this? How did they not fix the bird yet? Do you see this up here?
He is stuck in a tree.
Yeah, it's just... It has this weird animation that it's been stuck doing for like the past couple weeks. It just doesn't fly.
Yep, it's with all his birds, apparently. Yikes.
Oh, it's all of his birds? It's not just that bird? Wow. Well, like you said earlier, small indie company, am I right? Okay, I guess I'm not right. Sven's going to go for the S and Y into the BKB, so he's just going to go for the sustain that we've been seeing in the previous games with Thunder Predator. I did it. I knew I was going to say it too. Thunder Predator and G-Pride. These, I don't think Thunder Predator... No, yeah, Thunder Predator and G-Pride have actually faced before, so this is technically a rematch.
Was that today, or was that another day?
That was our first game with, well, that was their first game of today. Brewmaster ult being expended for nothing. Unless they find Matthew, of course. Which, doesn't seem they did. So, no jump for the Storm Panda there. Or the Wind Panda, whichever one you want to go for. Now, this Rubik is really pushing it here. He does have Ember Remnant, so he can just TP out at any point in time. If he wants to. But he's really just sticking around. There's not really much happening in this top lane, except for the fact now he's getting jumped on, and he's out of there. What did he steal?
Thunderclap.
Okay. Got that clap.
So what is the Dyer's, what's their win condition? What is your win condition with Death Prophets? Usually you want to end, you're on a timer, right? Exorcism falls off. So what is, unless I'm mistaken, what's their game plan right now? What do they need to be doing?
I mean, they could still get like, well, I mean, I guess they could Desolator, and that would be like the later point. But I want to think it's claim all the tier 1 towers before 20 minutes, which means they have about 6 minutes to do that. So they can apply map pressure and then have the Brewmaster eventually have a blink with that Radiance, which now he's actually going for a Midas instead. Now he's also roared up and stunned up, and he's one dead boy. So now that Radiance looking ever so further away, he's going to go for the Midas instead. As discussed, smoke on the back lines here, maybe to try and find something, but they don't see anything immediately here. Anyway, I want to think it's they need to take these tier 1 towers down, gain map domination, and then have their Ember carry with their Brewmaster trying to find some great utility picks and utility items.
Right, because you have a level 7 Lash with Max Edict, and you have a Death Prophet with Exorcism, so your goal is to take towers.
Oracle Ultimate stolen by the Rubik. That's actually really good for them, but pretty sure, yeah, Ryzen's dead 100% there. It looks like that is the 10 there. They're looking for the jump on Benjaz up here. The ultimate's expended. I really want to think Rubik is just going to try and wait this out as much as possible so he can steal that. Yeah, he's even pinging the Earth Panda. He really wants it. Yeah, they're not going to get that ultimate. Winter Wyvern jumping out of there. At this point, Benjaz just cast something else to make sure he doesn't steal it. You know, it's funny, you could steal the Drunken Brawler now, and he can crit. It's really cool.
I've never seen that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just like stealing Blur. It's not that great. You do get your own built-in smoke, but it's still not that great.
Still not great, yeah.
Pagan Ember? Why? Going drums. So, yeah. G-Pride need to take towers, and unfortunately they have not really done that. The war goes out on the Winter Wyvern up in the top, and that is one dead Winter Wyvern again. He is 3-3 so far. Back down in the bot, they are looking for a counter engagement. Oracle takes a Laguna Blade to the face. I'll move on from there. The Ember Spirit rotating down, does have boots of travel, still going to go for the drums. And like you were pointing out, it will be the Necronomicon that'll be picked up for the Beastmaster following suit, so...
Yeah, it feels like as a Wyvern player, that's what I live for, is playing against these let me just summon as many units as possible and then just Wyvern ult the hero.
He's going out into the mid. They might be trying to get this nice last tier 1 if they really can. It's at half HP and the Death Prophet is up plus with the U as well, so they can clean up if they want to try to make some immediate aggression. You put a smoke on the back lines, and now they're going up to the top lane to pick off.
Yeah, they're wrapping on this brew right now, this Lesh.
Brew really wants to I don't know what's going on here. They don't even have Roar. Like, why are they even there? They drop the stun? No, they do not land the stun, and they're interrupted, so that silence is definitely not gonna put them out there. Bird is not a wisp. What do you want about? G-Pride, are they gonna take this tower? That is the question on everyone's mind.
So.
What do we get? I imagine, yeah.
Popped Exorcism, they have a Leshrac. I hope they take this tower. They do not have a Leshrac. I'm sorry.
Yeah, wrong team.
Wrong team.
But it looks like they're getting this tier 1 tower, so there's only one more tier 1 tower left, and now, oh, there's a lift out onto the tower. It's getting pretty low. Benjaz pops his brew. And he is actually stunned up at the Oracle ultimate, and he eats a blade to the face. And now we are going to see the clicks onto Lina. Is it going to be enough? Yeah, there's enough damage on top of this tower to kill. Feels the same for the time being, and it looks like everyone's going down there. Dragon will be the first one. Frank following as well. Trying to find the stun onto Matthew. They do that as well, and maybe trying to find at least one return kill. They can't get it. Madara low, but not low enough. Though Attune, though, is back in action fighting in this fight, but he's just out of there, actually, so... They lose 3, they get the top tower, and they expended Laguna Blade. So there's literally, they accomplished nothing in that fight.
Yeah, so she also Laguna'd him as he was splitting, so he dodged the damage from that Laguna. That was just a blown Laguna.
It's not like a threshold kill anyway. If it was threshold, they would have gotten it, but Laguna Blade not threshold kill, so that just basically dispersed it and dispelled all the possible damage that could come off of it. Okay, they stole the Winter Wyvern heal, which is level 1, that has literally no power to it. It's actually a really hard game for Rubik when it comes to finding like the right kind of spells for them to steal. There's not really one specific spell that's just an absolute god with total run-ups here. They are looking to do the Roche now that they've got the Absorption Shield and the Tier 1 Necron going to work, as well as the Max Inner Beast, so... This is a dead Roshan, but Thunder Predator, there's not that much that I could really see them doing with this. Really, I think it's just they live a little bit longer.
I think they're pretty okay with this being a farming Aegis too, if that's what they choose to do.
There goes that tower here, so, I mean, they're still on a mid, right? It's at no HP. There's basically no tower there. Oracle Illusion being farmed up in the back lines. The rest of the team for G-Pride is down in bot. This just feels like a really slow game. And it kind of is, because this is a Boots of Travel Ember Spirit who has drums and is now building Lightning. Hitting that button. So, let's see, there's the Solar Crest. That's going to be the next thing up for the Death Prophet here. Let's go ahead and, oh my goodness, that is a cheeky... If that courier flew over him just in the right spot, he'd be dead. but he is not. So, Adara farming up in the top lane. He's got the lightning available when he calls for the courier. He might be TPing back to the base now as he is hiding in the trees. Yeah, he's out of there. Oh, this is a caster Lina. Well, actually, I think every Lina is a caster Lina now. Not too surprised about that. When was the last time we had physical Lina anyway?
I'm not sure. It's definitely been a minute.
You know, as much as I love you saying that, I always in my mind think you're actually saying a minute.
This Oracle, did he just get spotted?
I believe
Yes,
so, by the
did.
immense
Yep,
amount of pigs.
gone now.
Yeah, he's out of there though. And in the meantime, Radiant's mid tower goes down. So, easy pick. Now that lightning is up and running, the question is it enough to take out a tune? I mean, he's got Mask of Madness, the SNY is up, the BKB is soon following, actually. He's at 2.5 being the top of the net with at 10.6. Following that, though, is the rest of G-Pride, who has a somewhat small 1k lead above Thunder Predators here. The Death Prophet, though, like I said, is running second in the net worth, so it looks like... I can't imagine she finishes this into a full pipe. I think it's just... I think they'll just leave us as little Defiance, but wouldn't be bad to see a full pipe in this game, especially against the Lash.
This Brew's going back for a Radiance too after his Midas pickup, and I mean he's almost got his relic. He's 600 gold off his relic.
I'm really not a fan of that, but then again, the Brew Spirit splits get the Radiance aura, so
yeah, it's the fire one I think that carries the Radiance. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Well, I think every and any aura you have. I think the fire one has its own, but it's like super weak. I mean, we'll find out next split anyway. But
I don't remember which panda carries the auras.
I personally want to think it's the Earth Panda, but I've never like thoroughly investigated a Brewmaster and be like, yeah, this is how it happens.
I think it's actually Earth Panda. I'm pretty sure it's Earth Panda carries all the auras.
That explains why he's got like the siege thing. Oh my god, Prada's HP is gone. No TP available for this one. He is going to be lifted up. He's losing a lot of HP and barely gets out of that one. They do manage to steal Searing Chains, so not too bad, not too bad. Oh, I mean, obviously they lose the Leshrac, which has literally been doing nothing this whole game. As a position 4, obviously it doesn't really matter, but still, the Rubik actually has more gold than he does. He's also good, so it doesn't matter. Whoa, Raslin getting the Raisin getting the perfect ultimate in. The Winter Wyvern Orc to follow suit. Root, it's gotta be there. It's not taking any. He's dead. He wasn't taking any damage for a little while there, and now, you know, he's dead, and this is probably G-Pride that's going to try and take this tier 2 tower. We do have Exorcism, so...
Meanwhile, their Aegis here is still farming. I don't know, are you looking at the network graph, or are you looking at individual? Because it's right now it's going Sven, and then the other team's 3 cores, and then Beastmaster, you know, which isn't... I guess it's not awful. Yeah, he just picked up BKB. That's a big
double silence down on the bot here, but the roar goes out immediately onto the Death Prophet. Also silence, now stunned. Getting hit with actually literally everything here, and now he's dead. And the Sven double damage with the ultimate as well as Mask of Madness going to work. That is a 3-shot kill out onto Ryzen. Now they're looking for the Ember. There is no Remnant available either way, and eats an E-Blade. That was very unnecessary. Oh no.
Yeah, that Brew just is definitely lagging. He just walked onto the high ground and stood still.
Yeah, that is one very dead Brewmaster, and unfortunately it is because of that lag for sure. Although, he doesn't have ult, doesn't have blink. He'll try his best, but it'll be used up into the air, following with every stun in the game, and clicking all the stuff with all the spells. The tune drop, he gave up, he was just standing there. And there goes the Aegis, so free reset.
This timing could not have been more perfect for this Sven, man. This Sven got his BKB sent to on the courier. He picked up a DD rune, won his fight, and then as soon as the fight ends, his Aegis comes back, so he's full HP in, man.
Yeah, he's literally just absolutely destroyed that whole entire fight. And now we can take a quick look at the net worth graph where we see it where it was down before. Now it's back up. It's a 1k lead now for Thunder Predator. Approximate 1k lead. Now it's a 2k lead. Okay, so it was a 1k lead at least.
Their Sven just picked up a Blink Dagger too, which puts him in even better shape. He's got a Blink Dagger and a 9-second BKB now.
Yeah, Blink, 9-second BKB, S and Y. He's got a lot of damage coming through. 25% LS as well. And then, of course, you know, there is the God Strength at 25. But it is 26 minutes. He's level 20, and I believe that's the highest level in the game right now. Yeah, he's just been jungle farming the whole entire game. And
so who wins this? Who wins this ultra late game? Let's assume Dire holds for a while. They can hold off this mega farm Sven. Who wins this if they can?
Probably still Sven.
Yeah,
I feel like
Radiance.
I feel
It's
like
a 5-man
Thunder,
smoke.
Yeah, 5-man smoke underneath a bird, I believe. Did they see it from the bird? They did not. So they're blinking up to the high ground, and he's out of there. Sven dropping ultimate, blinking in. He does have his BKB available and does exactly that. And Ryzen's immediately dead. They also find the kill on Slide, and they're looking for more. Yule's out onto the Emperor Spirit. No stun to follow suit. They find the kill on the Brew Panda splits. Now they're looking for Robos as well. The Soul Siphon is going to be stolen, and that's one dead-looking Madara. Now they're looking for back in mid. Robo's getting pretty low, and he is dead. 5-man wipe on G-Pride immediately, and they're walking down mid, and they're going to take their... They're going to take all their buildings. Not all of them, most likely, but...
Yeah, they did a very good job of targeting that gate or that fight. The Lina, the Sven both immediately go on the Wyvern. The Sven throws a Storm Bolt. The Lina Laguna's the Wyvern and Dragon Slays the Wyvern. So he just wasn't even a hero that fight. To not get his ult off. That's not what you want to see after the Wyvern.
Yeah, there was no abilities going off that whole entire fight. It's literally Thunder Predator, actually. They still have a lot of their decent charge. Actually, all their big cooldowns are really small cooldowns too, so they can team fight almost all the time. Whereas like Winter Wyvern, her ultimate, her ultimate is 80 seconds, and then the Brewmaster is 120 at max. I mean, Ember Remnants, who cares? False Promise of 45 seconds, and you know, okay, well, Death Prophet and Oracle aren't really big examples of that, but the big team fight ultimates, Brew and Winter Wyvern, are immense cooldown. So.
Yeah, right now this is definitely Radiant's game to throw away. Like as long as they just keep playing, like as long as they don't make any dumb mistakes, any dumb feeds, they should just have this game in the bag.
Frank clicked on, the defensive roar is going to go out there, but it's going to be lifted up into the air, as well as Ruby as well. As Dead Fish, there we go. A little while there. Prada. Yeah, there was no escaping that one, friend. Alright, I'm getting shat on for calling Maelstrom Lightning. Chat's high today.
So what do you think about this Lesh going Tranquil Boots Glimmer and just not getting Aedos, not getting Yules or any of that?
I think it's because, you know, there's already a Yules on the Lina, there's a Yules on the Rubik. Like, there's a lot of stuff they could already pair up with the Yules that they already have. And plus, it seems like at this point he's the position 5 in this game, so I think him not going Yules is fine. Plus, it's gotten to the point where it's like, people go for Rod of Atos anyway. Like, you see Ratos Lesh almost a lot more often now, but, I like the Glimmer Cape. It forces them to carry Reveal and Sentries, really. So
this Sven has 6k net worth over the next highest person in the game. That's just insane. This man is huge.
yeah, he's got the Monkey King bar set up as well. Now they're looking for the kill on Sladen. He does manage to blink to a different part of the ground, and there goes the BKB into the immediate removal of Ryzen. That is the buyback going out there. The E-Blade out into Sladen as well. They get the immediate removal of over half of G-Pride's team. The buyback is there. They won't dispel the Sven ultimate there. Can't be dispelled anyway. Now they're looking to get the kill on Benjaz. He is disarmed, so he can't kill off the remaining HP of that Earth Panda, which has 1 second, so it's going to form back in. There's the Yules. Nina stun following suit, and now it's just a tune destroying Benjaz. Although now they do drop the Oracle ultimate out on him this time, disarmed once more. Trying to land the stuns. That is a dive back out on the Oracle. They're looking for more. The Yule's out on the Brewmaster. They're trying to click away, and they click away indeed. There's one dead boy, and the only one to escape is the Emperor Spirit, who actually just has no defensibility for the eventual high ground push, which is literally occurring as we speak.
These fights are just going so badly for the Dire because all of these fights, this spell is not getting casted. This Wyvern ult's just not getting casted.
Well, it's now, but
casted one support
literally on nothing. So, Ember Spirit though is back. He's trying to get some work on the jump here. Yeah, they're just gonna disengage from that one. They got the buyback, is fine. They're gonna clean up the towers.
It feels like this Dire team is just losing their fight solely off of their supports always being out of position. Like, not being able to get False Promise off, not being able to get Winner's Curse off. They're just getting blinked on by Sven and then getting lagooned by Lina, and there's just, the fight's just over.
Yeah, they're gonna go take this Roshan. I don't think there's really much they can do to contest it. I don't think they want to contest it either. G-Pride is gonna be having a hard time this game. This Roshan's gonna change it immensely. It's Cheese and Aegis. They're both out onto Lina. It looks like they do have a lift out onto the now very dead-looking Brewmaster. They need another silence. They get the roar. That's good enough, but he's healing up actually from Winter Wyvern ultimate. From the Winter Wyvern heal. They don't have another E-Blade available or anything like that. Oh well, they get him through. They get him through the absolute death from Sven there.
That's another fight taken where, I mean, Exorcism has like 8 seconds left. Winner's Curse had like 3 seconds left, and Bruce had like 10 seconds left. Fighting without any of their huge ults.
Oracle. Let's go down to Frank with the Wild Axes coming through on the backswing. 2 heroes down in the bot. They both have escapability. There's a TP available for the Winter Wyvern, which is going to be used. And now they're looking to finish off the rest of this top. Frank just slowly clicking away. And now this isn't that much of a slowly clicking away. We have Dragon with these 3 stacks of fire souls. The Winter Wyvern. Well, yeah, he is smoked, so this should at least confirm a decently sized ult. But if they could find one, they're doing... Thunder Predator is doing a very good job of making sure they're not standing on top of each other for this winter ult. Now they will start to push everybody out. Matar getting a little cheeky shearing chains in there, but BKB expended immediately by Draken. Roar on the back lines out onto the now very dead-looking Death Prophet. Winter Wyvern ult is available, but it's not cast just yet. And he's dead. There's no buyback available, so they can't come back in for that one. They just drop the OK. Madara goes down, and G-Pride, they'll call the GG. Game number 1, actually. For some reason, I thought it was game number 2. This series number 3. But that being
But like, just cast. I don't know. He just doesn't cast his spells. Like, how can you win the game and you're not casting? Like, I get it's hard to find that ult, but I mean that's like 6 fights in a row. Like at some point you gotta just cast it. Like, at least it's a stun, I guess. I don't know, man. Like you just gotta position yourself better.
Yeah, and this was a very hard game for Winter Wyvern to find those easy position jumps there, but, you know, just really couldn't find it. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we got the other game, possibly the best of 3 game, possibly best of 2. You won't know until you see it. So that being said, we'll be right around the corner with some more Dota 2 action.